Hey guys, this is DD01 here on Gemmy Master Midtronics, and today what I have to show you is the Gemmy prototype animated hanging shaking monster, or just really Gemmy hanging monster, since this does not have a shaking motor in it. Now, you may have seen this on the channel before when the Gemmy fan reviewed his that he got from me, but I actually had another one initially. So that's what this one is, and I decided, well, although he reviewed his, this is still a different item. Although it's like the same item, it's an actual physical different one, and it is a prototype. So it's got the hand painted features and everything. But I decided to show it to you guys. So I got this in a lot with a lot of other prototypes and samples for a lot of money, because if you want to get something like this, it'll cost you a good bit, especially if the seller of the item knows what they have. So yeah, that's all I'm going to say there. And there still are a few more things I've not shown you guys, but I will be doing that soon. But yeah, so what this does is there's a motion sensor. I believe there's also a sound sensor. It says the Happy Halloween and Trick or Treat phrases like the Halloween hang-ups, but the audio is higher pitch and it is incredibly clear, because the audio on the produced versions of the older items is always a little muffled, it seems, for most of them. But unlike those items, the prototype items, the audio is actually crystal clear almost all the time on them. It's incredible. So it's higher pitch and it's also really clear, which is cool to even hear. Because if you wanted to even rip the audio from a hang-up, it'll be a little muffled or whatever, not as good of quality. But if you were to risk it, and just rip the audio from this with those techniques, the audio would be 100% clear. That is for sure. And a little higher pitch. So yeah, these would have been sold along with the hanging shaking monsters, the Frankenstein one. This one is made. This design is made a little better. The clothing fabric. There's wire legs, big plastic shoes. Yeah, so with this, it's inflatable fabric. The legs just hang loose, but still good quality feet. But that honestly doesn't matter when it's just hanging. And the inflatable fabric fits this guy's personality. So yeah, now I'll look at the face. Some nice details here. Reminds me of Shrek a little bit, actually. It's the motion sensor, the eyes, the mouth. And then you have the hands, which are basically the treater-greeter hands, and then the feet. It does have one of these tags, but also has a prototype tag on this one, and the one Bailey has, they basically put the wrong tag on it. Either that or they just scrapped the whole idea of the other character and they just gave the tags to this one, or there's some communication error. Which, for this case, because this one it says hanging shaking monster, but it doesn't shake, but this one is just completely off. So I'll show you, and here's the back of the head, by the way, but it says mini monsters hanging blue monster with lights, although there's nothing blue on this guy whatsoever. But it's basically the same thing, just not blue. And here's the battery compartment, if you were curious. And this bond did not come with it. I'm just using it, and the body is held together by packing tape. There is a string if you would want to hang them up like this. So this is how it would look, see? Just like that. But the nice thing about this one and the other one really is that you can actually just have them sit down. If you just prop them up against something and just sort of put the legs like this, they look nice sitting down as well. But that's really all I have to say about him, so without further ado, we'll demonstrate him for you.
Happy Halloween! Trick or treat! Oh!
We're gonna go ahead and flip off the lights and check it out in the dark.
Happy Halloween! Trick or treat! Mo!
So yeah, the audio is definitely very clear and a little higher pitched, and it's a pretty neat item. It's a very unique face design for sure, very cartoony compared to the other one. But yeah, I mean, that's really all I have to say about it. It's a very interesting item. It's cool that I managed to actually get two of the same one, so that the Gemmy fan could get one from me as well. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you enjoy.